Hey folks, and welcome back to your favorite hardcore survival world. Your hardcore boy fWhip here, ready to go, thriving in this world. It's gonna be nighttime, time to sleep. Thriving, definitely, absolutely thriving. Yep, just thriving over here. Last episode, we built up a pretty sweet iron farm inside of the mountains, right back over there, and then spent way too many hours in the nether grabbing wither skeleton skulls, being these three, to be able to fight a wither, which we're doing today. Now, there are a few different ways we could be fighting this wither inside of Minecraft. We could be flying through the sky with our elytra and seeing what happens to him, or we could trap him inside the bedrock, inside of the end, or the top of the nether, and it would be very, very easy. But after I brought it up a few episodes ago, people were very adamant that I fight this thing legit. So, to the caves we go. My personal go-to way to fight the wither if I'm not trying to cheese it is to just dig a giant hole here underground in a big old tunnel so that we can fight him and shoot at him while he's coming towards us and we can just slowly walk backwards. I think that's what we're gonna do today. Now, we have been doing some insane strip mining throughout here, so I think what I'm gonna do is find some torches first. There we go, much better. Love having random resources in my shulker boxes, but we've got to dig down here quite a ways. I think we need at least like 60, 70 blocks to be safe of area we can run backwards. Hello, resources everywhere, gold and iron right next to each other. This tunnel right here from all the way down there to all the way right here should hopefully be enough for ourselves. Now, we've got golden apples here for days that we can basically eat them like candy. I'm really curious to what the flavor would be. I have a totem of undying if we need it, and I don't know why I'm more scared about this than the dragon fight. But as my potential final words here of the hardcore series, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. Let's fight a wither. Oh my god, I hate this. I really hate this. Okay, let's do this. Waiting for him to blow up, and then we start shooting right away. He's going, he's going, he's going. He went. Okay, yep, let's just keep shooting him. Okay, he's walking towards us. This is really good. Sometimes he'll get stuck like this. He'll just basically keep walking forwards. We keep his attention. He's almost at the area where we want to go in with the sword. You gotta get him to half health first. Then he starts glowing. You can't hit him with... Oh my gosh, are we gonna kill him without taking any damage? I really am the best at this game. Oh my, I am absolutely the best person ever. Oh my gosh, we didn't even take a single hit of damage. I win hardcore. I'm so good. You all owe me a like. Free blocks, free blocks, free blocks everywhere, free blocks. Hey look, even revealed some iron. I'll be honest, that was kind of my plan for a lot of this part of the episode. Did not think it would take only 20 seconds to fight and kill a wither. So I'm a little stumped on what we can do next. Get it? I'm stumped. Terrible pun aside, we now have a thinking chair, and I think that's a fabulous idea. As we have a thinking chair, though, I figured we need a thinking tree branch or rest of the tree to be hanging out over here of something that would have come out of it. Who knows how long this thing has been dead for, but I always like to put some leaves on my fallen trees and some underbrush around our tree itself. A little pathway so we can always get out to it. And now it's time for me to think. I've got it. On these mountains up here, they're looking quite dirty and there's a little bit of snow all over it. I want to cover these entire things in snow. For the rest of today's episode, I think it'd be a good idea to build a snow farm. I think a snow farm could be an awesome thing that we could add in up here. I've got a good idea in mind, some way that we can get lots of snow layers and lots of snowballs really, really easily, because we're gonna need a lot of them to cover this entire mountain. It's still going all the way down here. I've been staring at this area for quite a while now, trying to figure out where the heck are we gonna put this snow cave, and I've come up with a really cool idea, and that is that this general area inside of here, as I've mentioned before a few times, I want to turn into a dwarven stronghold, like a giant hall in here where we're gonna have different wings with different redstone farms on them, like our iron golem farm right over there, which is awesome. And I thought instead of having to swing all the way around to that far side to get into the giant entrance, it'd be pretty worthwhile to build some sort of a cave entrance that'd be smaller and more accessible and easier to get into and everything like that. And we have the cave down here, but I wanted to do something a little bit different that I thought would be fun. Is right back in this point, we have this big flat wall, which I absolutely love. And what I was thinking of here is, if you think about The Hobbit, is what a game I'm taking a lot of inspiration from for this point, is there's that giant entrance into Erebor, right? The Lonely Mountain. But that's not how they get inside when they're trying to sneak inside to steal back the heart of the mountain, or wherever the heck it's called. Sorry, spoilers on an old film. But there's that secret little doorway that when the last light on Durin's Day or whatever shines on it, reveals the keyhole. I thought it'd be cool to build a little bit of a secret door in here where we can have a stone button or something that we press, and then it would open the door going back throughout. That's something I thought we could set up here a little bit later, but for now I want to get a little bit of digging done here and move ourselves all the way back and actually have a tunnel system we can use to access everything. And inside of that tunnel system, I thought we could build up the snow cave. Well, the snow farm inside of the cave. Now I want this to stay pretty hidden inside the trees here, so we'll build up some custom trees out front and create a little bit of a cool front entrance for this. But for now, I've got a little bit of digging to do. We're down at level 69 right now. Of course it has to be that number. And I want to move ourselves up and over quite a few blocks and work on creating that tunnel for now to get us into the fortress. Our doorway we will deal with soon here on this side. The other side we're going to leave open for now. And what I want to work towards is transitioning this cave from feeling like a cave into more of a chamber hall and some secret entrance into the back of the mountain. So more entering into some dwarven styled caves of sorts. And I would love to incorporate some cyan terracotta and some basalt. I don't have too much of that stuff yet, so that's going to be something we're going to deal with getting here shortly. But for now, I figured it's time that we get the snow farm going. I was thinking at the point right here, I feel like I curve the pathway up a lot to that side, and we could also just break it open even further coming down this way and curve ourselves down here quite a little bit. I love it when you're trying to clear out an area underground and you find a bunch of gravel or dirt and you're like, yes, this is going to go so fast. Giving ourselves a little bit of a path so we have some distance to travel, so it's not just through here and wow, there's a snow golem right there. Made it go from here and dropping down 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks to right here, and now I just got to clear out a big square area that we can do the technical stuff inside of. Thankfully, snow farms are actually one of the easiest things to build in Minecraft that I even understand them very, very easily. So y'all should be able to pick up what we're doing here. All we got to do is create a box where we can put 2 snow golems right there. This is a little biome dependent. So right now we're inside the mountain biome where snow can spawn. You don't want to do this inside of a desert biome or like a savanna or warm ocean, those types of places. You got to do it somewhere cold. After that, you need to have the ability to get to their feet. So you have to be able to hit on the blocks right here. That's your sweet spot. Taking 2 pumpkins that we're going to carve down to carved pumpkins with some shears. And then I really hope this is going to work of placing 2 snow blocks in. And then we're going to go ahead and place the other snow blocks right here. And we can do carved pumpkin. And we've got our snow golems. You can see they're doing their fancy thing. We got some snow layers down here. If you literally hold with a left click like that, they break like crazy. Now all we got to deal with is how the heck are we going to collect those snowballs? For loot collection system, that's going to be leading me back to our project from last episode, being the iron farm. Here things are really starting to tie together for the different projects I have going on inside this world. So we can come up here and grab all this iron. Of course, we can't forget about side number 2, which is wow, crazy full of the stuff. That is more iron than I think I've ever had. Natural Minecraft cave? Nah, man, nah. Perfectly cut open cave we just did ourselves. What we're gonna need for this one right here is actually a bunch of hoppers and actually 2 hopper minecarts for ourselves. So I'm gonna craft just probably as many of these as I can get. Get 2 minecarts, 2 hopper minecarts, and then we need some rails. To get ourselves started, let's go ahead and jump down here using our elytra. You can do that little jumpy thing right there. Throw some hoppers in place, facing off to that direction. Rails on top of these. And then we do the hopper minecarts 1 under each side. Leaving the rails there, you can see that once we break things up here, if we hit that sweet spot again, we should be able to get both of them if we get the right angle. That guy seems to really want to be over here though. Please, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. Please, back over there. Back, move. Move. There we go. That's the sweet spot. We really got to watch the durability on the shovel while this is going on, but you should see everything getting picked up by these guys down here. You can see all of those snowballs in there. Unfortunately, I made this pretty low to the ground with the hopper line because the chests will have to start coming in below these guys. But what I really wanted to have was coming all the way over here, and we're too few hoppers shy. I guess the goal for this cave is going to make it look super ruined and wonky and just things all over the place. The collecting or the gathering section's up here, the collection system's down here, the way out is up there, and I think we can make this look really organic and cool once we're done with it. And just like that, we should see some snow popping out into these chests. There we go. There's some snowballs up here, and that is awesome. That's the completed system. Now we're just going to make it look pretty. And we need more shovels because, wow, that thing broke really, really fast. Side note is also, if you want to build this thing yourself, if you use a silk touch shovel, you will see that you get snow layers off of it instead of just getting the snowballs. So they're super easy to gather instead of crafting a bunch of snow and then turning into layers. Not worthwhile at all. Next up, we're going to be moving on into the detail phase of the build. So I stopped by in the nether because a block I really want to incorporate in this is basalt. This is my terrible handmade basalt farm over here, which if we activate that, it'll start pushing these guys forward. Eventually, they're going to move over here and we just break them like this. It's very slow, very terrible, and thankfully we've got some in here we can take with us. This right here is what happens when you let fWhip try to redstone for himself, everybody. It's a dangerous, dangerous scene. I want to make this area look like it was inhabited beforehand. If something like that, maybe this had been abandoned or it's something still actively being used by the dwarven people living inside of the mountain. So I want to come through out here and add that a little bit of that more, I don't want to say human element, but more that there's a resident in the area with. We have the stone brick and we have some cobblestone. That's going to be a lot of our flooring blocks that we have. I've also brought in a bunch of random various blocks with us so we can incorporate some gravel in here as well. And I think we'll be able to make a really cool pattern, but I don't want to focus down here quite yet because it's kind of turned into a chest monster zone. So I figured we could pop out over here and start testing out a few ideas because we have the natural cavern, which will be coming up throughout here. And it might be, I'm thinking I'm going to end the natural cavern probably right about here where, you know, we have the hole underneath us. Mixing up the floor just a little bit now, we can start throwing a bunch of these guys on top, and can I get, perfect, we can get one more piece of gravel right in there. What I'm really excited to bring in is this basalt. Now I want to try polished basalt and regular basalt, and we can start working it in as a way of supporting the structures around us. I feel like it's going to be the best way we can use this, is being these big old support pillars. It also has kind of a colder texture to it, so it should help make us feel like we are in a mountainy environment. But I was thinking we could go 3 blocks over this way, and it creates these cool little archway effects. Clearing out a little bit more land around it. This is something I want to do on a grander scale when we have the ability to, but I wanted to start bringing a bunch of these stone bricks around it to help it feel like it's supporting the ceiling, and everything in here is starting to come down all the way probably to here, to be honest. So it has these big old archways that are going over these things, and then inside them we can go back to incorporating our cobblestone that we had. So we're gonna have the ceilings kind of going like this throughout a lot of the place. Then outside of that is gonna be a lot of mixed up stones and everything, just a whole lot of things that have to happen around here. So it's time for me to put the building cap on and get a little bit of detail work done. Building hat has been on, and I've got a lot of the pillars in and the floor detailed out throughout here. And I've realized some detail bit I want to throw in at the base of these pillars when I can is actually using the chiseled stone brick. I never used that before in my life. And so I did that in here, threw that guy in, and then I was like, well, we're getting a lot of dark spots. Like, we take out this torch, a lot of this area inside of here is kind of mob spawnable and everything like that. So I was thinking we could come along and at least on the edges here start breaking these things up with the slabs and stairs for just regular stone, but changing up the blockiness just to something like that we can really roughen up and smooth out. That doesn't work. That you can't roughen up and smooth out things. That's just fWhip. No, stop. Anyways, we can add some variation to things. That's probably how I should be saying it. And we could just mix things up a lot throughout here just by adding in these guys. I still think stone slabs and stairs were one of my favorite additions ever to Minecraft. So it's absolutely awesome to have this here now. That's kind of one thing out of the way. And I kind of stopped bringing it down this direction to enter into this big hall because I don't know what it's going to look like down here. I don't really know too much about where we're going with it, what the design style is going to be. So I figured out these pillars right now, that's the last point we would take it and just start mixing things up within the area that we have so far. And then right in here, I added some torches there and some 2 torches over there. And the only places that are mob spawn are there and there. So we're just going to put some buttons. Now, as we had that section up there, making it look like we're going into the city, I want to make it feel like you're going somewhere else when you leave off this direction. And what I thought would be fun to try is if we incorporated basalt into these floorboards. We can bring in basalt and just some cobblestone and some stone brick, and it should look really cool down here. I do really wish basalt had slabs and stairs for it too. I know that'd be hard with the side texture, but man, it would be so nice to be able to use that. There we go. I think that works pretty well for at least the floor getting all the way down here. Then I've got to figure out a way that we can make the snow golem section look a lot better. I was thinking we could do the polished basalt pillars going all the way around. We could go back to those base patterns I was talking about of bringing in the chiseled stone brick, which would be right here and here, and then upside down stair, and I was throwing stone pressure plates on top of it so it doesn't look like a full half slab, but it still gives that little bit of a lip there. And helps mob proof it a bit, because we want this to be dark enough so that snow layers can spawn inside of there. I think I just need to open up this cave a bit more, but that could work out really well for our snow golem farm. I kind of want to replace basalt on the back there, but doing that with snow golems on the inside is going to be really rough. Actually, no, I've got it. We can just do one block at a time. Yeah, that looks about 1,000,000 times better up there. I'm really liking this so far. Let me finish up this area and we should get something cool down here. I think I am going to go forward with opening it up a lot more though. I'll be honest, I don't know where I really left off on the last clip, but the cave is done all the way throughout. We've got the exit over here where, my friends, it is time to get flippin' technical. We're doing redstone. It's going to be scary. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't tested anything yet, but it should be fun, right? Yay! First, before we get to that, let's distract ourselves by looking at this cave over here. Oh, it's so nice. It goes all the way down here. This whole space is finished for the snow farm. Everything should be able to collect down here, do all that cool stuff. And what I can do real fast, make it a little bit more mob proof, is that right there. And I like this a lot, so we can walk all the way up here, get our snow as we need to from the snow farm, doing if you get right on the corner. So you want to look at basically both of them. There we go. And then that'll all flow down here. We can craft it all into snow blocks as we need to, right like in there. And then everything else is good to go. And look how many snowballs we already have. And I started mixing some of the basalt coming up this way here as well, just because I loved it in the floor. I really want to continue that going on this way as we move that stuff further into the large cavern build. I don't know how I missed this diorite here, but I think we probably need to replace this super fast. Everywhere else was seamless, and there's just this giant white blob, and somehow I missed that. I really don't know how my brain works sometimes. But anyways, what we're going to be doing is we're coming out here. We've got to build a redstone secret entrance to get ourselves inside of this one. I have no redstone supplies on me currently, so let me get some of those together and we should be good to go. Shulker box is out here. We just need to find some more redstone dust for sure and sticky pistons. I have a problem. You know all that iron that we gathered recently to make those hoppers for the farm? I don't know where I put it. That's not good. Aha! For some reason I put it in my rail box. Oh, thank you. Ah, good. Safe keepings. Now for the doorway. We're going to build some custom trees around here soon so we can just chop these down to create some more space for ourselves. And honestly, just that one up there probably needs to go for now, because what I wanted to do was more or less, we're going to have this right here. Those 4 blocks of stone are going to be our secret doorway. In order to make this work, what we want to do is right over here, we need sticky pistons. And here we need some more sticky pistons as well. And I believe if we chunk ourselves all the way back here, and if I do this correctly, redstone torch powers them both. Perfect. Okay, so now they're both powered, and we just need to find a way to say hide a button right here. And I need to get inside. Can we go through that? Oh my gosh, wow, I can really crawl. And then a second button right here. So we go like this, we press button, opens, we run out. Actually, I'm gonna move this button closer. On the inside, it really doesn't have to be that hidden. So right there, press button, then we go out. So I think what the game plan should be here is we have this line of redstone, we bring it down here into the center, we do a second line of redstone. Off of this guy, we bring it down into the center, so they connect up at one point, and then off of that, we'll send it to that button, and off of that, we'll send it to the button over here. Mentally, to me, that seems to be what would make the most sense. Which I believe if we just bring this redstone dust all the way down here, and say as a test, we just throw this torch in. Oh, it opens! And the torch goes off. Oh, perfect. Now, the way we can redirect it to both sides, I think, is if we just do a redstone dust right there, and then this way we can branch it off to this side, and then this way we can branch it off going this way. We've got this button right in here, and that'll still power this guy, so we should be able to take the redstone line all the way down here. I'm sure this makes no sense to you all because it makes no sense to me, so it's perfect, right? And then all we just need to do is connect this up, I hope. And we press this button. And it works. Oh my gosh. Now this guy right here, I don't know. I think we can just take the same signal like we did on the front one. Just take it out right in here, I believe, and take it down like that. Yes. Yes. Okay, so that works. And now I just got to connect it up to the base. Oh, this is redstone that almost I can understand. Does this work? Oh my gosh. Did I just make a piston door? I just made a 2x2 piston door. I'm amazed. Now it does not stay open the longest, but that's okay. That's fine. It doesn't matter. We don't need it to stay open very long. We just need to be able to get through it very quickly. It's supposed to be a secret door anyways. I feel like secret doors aren't meant to be open for hours. Adding in some slabby bits and things around here so we can make it look like just a normal looking rock face with maybe a little bit of an arch going on here, something like that. We can do something like that guy. Maybe throw a stair right up in here. We can do this. We can have another stair hanging down there. Doing the little guy like that. We're really mixing it up, making it not look ominous at all. Definitely doesn't look like a doorway. No. Nope, definitely not a doorway. It's fine. Nobody will know this is a door except us. It's just our little secret, okay? It's our little secret. Don't tell anybody. Well, I absolutely love it. It's looking fantastic over here, but we are missing some foliage and shiny bits all over the place. So I'm thinking, folks, it's time that we kick this off in a good old-fashioned time-lapse mode, build up some trees, build up some smaller trees, and plant some bushes. This is one of those things that I feel like I really started strong with going into this series. On the first few episodes, the first few streams were all about, let's make this custom for us. And we really started getting away from it. And I am so glad I started doing this again here today. I built out a bunch of trees here. You can see all those tree stumps down at the base. We're going to be building those up here as well. And I had so much fun doing this, and I love the atmosphere we were able to create. I was so focused on getting the mountains in and getting the blocks placed there that I kind of forgot about these bits of it, and I'm really happy that I decided to come back over here. You can see these smaller oak trees. We're building those up in here too. I want to start incorporating more of those into the area, just to add some variety into that spruce leaf color that really just kind of mutes everything out, and then of course bring in some ground foliage as well, just to mix it up down here with a lot of birch leaves and just bushes. Before we get over to checking out the brand new terraforming job, which looks absolutely amazing at the Minecraft player head level, it's so very cool. But I forgot to do something very important earlier today after we got our Christmas tree topper, is we have to turn that into the beacon. Probably more important than having a Christmas tree topper at this point in time because, oh wow, we need a lot of stone to be able to create this mountain. Need to finish gathering the rest of the beacon base, aka AFKing at the gold farm for a little bit longer, but that thing is ready to go. What else is ready to go is our new bit of the custom forest over here. Absolutely love this spot. I can't wait to work that in around the rest of the area. We need to start incorporating more of these oak trees of whatever the heck of a type of tree they would be. But it looks so cool walking throughout here. After the time lapse, I realized I never included any dark oak saplings or berry bushes, so I came in through here recently, dotted in a bunch of those and waiting for the berries to grow up. Changed the lantern here out for a soulfire lantern, so it's not quite as bright. But if we open this, we can fly on inside and get our butt nipped right there from the door. But that is a-okay with me. I absolutely love this build. I hope y'all did as well. That is all I've got time for in today's episode, however. So thank y'all so very much for watching. Click that like button down below if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're brand new. And my friends, I will catch you on the fWhip side.